Welcome to the Birds and Swords Switch 2 React.
Woo!
We just had the teaser hardware trailer released yesterday. So we wanted to do a quick react video to the Switch 2. You've seen the trailer?
Yes.
Okay. So before we jump into the actual trailer, what are your takeaways, I guess, initially? Did you think that this is pretty much the Switch, but a little sexier?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with it, though. I don't broke it if it ain't fixed kind of a thing. I love the Switch, and I feel like from what I gather, it just looks like it's all going to be hardware updates to like make it run stronger, last longer. Sounds like.
Yeah, we'll get into some of the specs. Well, I'll go ahead and do it now. You can see it on your screen now. Everything's kind of black, more black, I guess, instead of the colored Joy-Cons. They dropped that. But it still has like the color touches of the blue and red that we're used to from the original Switch, which we'll see in the video coming up here. Now, some of this is just speculation, but it is 14% larger, according to leaks. 14% larger, and that does include the Joy-Cons. So apparently the Joy-Cons are 14% larger too, which
Zach struggles with his big hands with those.
Yeah, they're tiny.
Yeah.
And 14% isn't a lot, but it helps a little bit, I guess.
You'll notice it, I think. I feel like you'll notice it.
So apparently the whole system is 14% larger. They kind of reduced the bevel on the screen, it looks like, because we went from a 6.2 inch screen on the OLED, and this one is leaked and as being 8-inch screen.
Nice.
So that's a pretty big upgrade.
That's a way big upgrade.
I think a lot of people play theirs docked, so that's a big deal. Do you play docked?
Mostly.
Or not docked, undocked? Do you play handheld?
I mostly play docked.
It's going to be more powerful docked, but for the people who play handheld, a bigger LED screen is going to be awesome. I'm not going to get into all the NVIDIA specs and all of that, but it pretty much paces, and this, don't get too alarmed, but it paces the processing power of the PS4 and Xbox One.
Oh, wow.
Which is better than what it was.
No, I think that's actually pretty impressive, because nobody thinks of processing power when they think of the Switch. And I think nobody expects it to be the PlayStation 5.
Yeah. And it will have the ability to upscale to 4K according to leaks. So you'll still kind of have that resolution when you are playing it docked. So it definitely will be more powerful. And with games like Breath of the Wild and things like that can kind of glitch in and out, things popping in and popping out of screen, things like that. It should be able to take care of that stuff at least. So we'll get a smoother Nintendo experience. It does have a micro SD slot. The last Switch, what am I trying to say? The last Switch supported up to 2 terabytes on those memory cards.
Okay.
So we assume that'll be the same. So as far as like onboard memory, that hasn't been announced yet, but you should be able to expand it just fine. So that shouldn't be an issue. It has 2 USB-C ports, which is nice. Fast charging, fast pairing with controllers and accessories and whatever else they come out with this thing. Something interesting, and we'll see in the trailer coming up here. Magnet Joy-Con attached?
Yeah.
Maybe, question mark?
Well, it looks like it has a little male part, like clicks in.
Yeah.
The part that sticks out, which it's gotten some backlash for, which we can talk about.
Yeah, well, I preferred over what it had before with the little release button, and it was hard to get the Joy-Cons out. You felt like you were breaking them.
Yeah, mine don't even do that anymore. It just clicks in and clicks out. You don't have to press the release.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's just from using it so much. Yeah.
It does look like they snap in. They made it a point on the trailer to show the Joy-Con snapping into the system itself, to the tablet part, and it looks way easier because I know that was a big complaint. There also is a mystery button under the home button. You can see it on the screen here. So the home button is on the right Joy-Con, right below the stick, and then there's some unnamed, you can kind of barely see it, button there that no one knows what that does. So we don't know what that is. So let's, do you want to see the trailer?
Yeah.
Let's watch the trailer together. I've got a little bit of input as we go here, but we'll watch it together. There's the old Switch.
Oh, I love you.
See you, Joy-Cons. So there's the bigger screen. All that is. There's one of the USB-C ports. Another one. think you can see the micro SD. People have slowed the video down and analyzed all that, so the card slot's under there. I don't know why you'd want to let it. Here come the new Joy-Cons, so those are bigger as well. I couldn't find anything under the sticks being updated, but they look
I saw an article that was like day one stick drift.
That was a huge issue with the other ones.
That happened with mine.
This is interesting because it's been rumored that you can use the Joy-Con.
That's interesting.
You're just hopping in. You don't know if that's in the house or if it's connected. It's way easier than
Sexy.
This is where you think the trailer's over, but it's not. A little bit of games. This is a new setting for Mario Kart. Almost looks like an open world with some kind of party mode. But that's how you get to play that. But that is a new setting that's not been like Mario Kart 8. We'll see.
That would be pretty on par if they released some sort of big Mario game with it.
2025, no date, no price.
I'm probably looking at fall.
Yeah, most likely. Plays the exclusive games as well as original Nintendo Switch games. And then we're going to get a full breakdown on April 2nd, which we will be all over. So can't wait to see that. So, takeaways. I think it looks really cool so far. I know we just got to see hardware, but there are some like hidden things in that trailer that, you know, you can kind of break down. And it looks like some of the things that a lot of fans have been asking for at least have been addressed. I hope the sticks work well. There's so much stuff with stick drift and things like that. So hopefully they adjusted those to be a little more durable. But I mean, really, it's a wait and see till April 2nd. It does get me very excited because new console, I mean, they just don't come around very often.
Yes.
And I also think it's interesting that it's the Switch too. You know, every Nintendo console has been like wildly different from the one before it.
Other than the Wii and the Wii U, which was still dramatically different.
Yeah,
but it was, you know.
They still had the motion stuff and you could still use Wii remotes, but you're playing on a tablet, and then the Switch kind of combined all of that into one console.
Yeah, it was like the baby step. It feels like starting with the Wii, it was like steps to get to this point.
Right.
And it's like they've been working at this.
Yeah. And there's, I forget what the number, it's just south of 150 million units have been sold. So these people already have Switch games. So it's cool that those games, it should be an easy upgrade for those people. They know that people like this format, which is probably why they stuck with it for the most part. I know they've taken a lot of chances in the past, but it looks like we're getting more of a home console, just a beefed up version, which is kind of what everybody wanted.
Yeah.
So we'll see on April 2nd. We'll touch base again there. Let us know what you think in the comments if you're going to get one. I know I already posted something on that. But any other speculations, things like that coming down the pipeline, we will keep you in the loop, and can't wait for the Switch.
Yeah.
Coming soon.